When a woman shuts down her heart, the whole world starves. And this is because a woman's heart actually protrudes into the world and is designed to love and heal. Think about all of the movies, songs, stories, and tales that have been told about how far someone will go, whether it's a child or a man or a woman, for the love of a woman. That is because a woman's capacity to love heals. And when that love is taken away because a woman feels like she has to close down her heart, everyone around her starves. And it's not your fault because conditioning has told us as women that the massiveness of our emotional field, what is happening inside of us, is too much, right? You've probably experienced this with your father or brothers or other men in your life where you're having emotions and they go into their very natural maleness. I need to make her feel better. But what that does is it creates a story around you that goes, oh, I can't feel this way. It's not okay. And I'm going to shut it down. This is especially prominent when we've experienced some type of pain, heartbreak, a loss. It could be anything from a death to a job loss to even something celebratory like a marriage or a new baby. There is going to be this breadth of emotional expression from a woman. And when we ourselves believe it's not okay because we haven't been taught how to be with our emotions, how to have such honoring and reverence for our emotional field, and to not allow them to flood us and keep us in the emotional stickiness, we shut down. We close this beautiful, vital expression of love. And when a woman closes her heart, we don't just lose love in the world, we lose nourishment. We lose leadership. And we also lose this presence of compassion and empathy and the taste of true unconditional love. See, the emotions that a woman feels is vital to your generational lineage, to your children, to your grandchildren, to your husbands, to your wives, to your relationship to your own parents, your own grandparents. We've been taught as women that we need to feel like men, meaning there needs to be a reason behind the emotion. We need to move through it quickly. And if your emotions don't make sense, then they're too much. Shove them away, put them in the closet, bury them deep down inside of your womb. Be ashamed of them. Don't understand them. And then what happens? What happens when we do that to our emotions? We become bitter, resentful, or shut down. Or the opposite is true, and our emotions are like tsunamis that rage through us and they control us. And your emotions are not meant to do that. They are not meant to be shut down and they are not meant to be controlled. We are meant to be using them as women in order to guide us and in order to deeply love and in order to process whatever is happening inside so that we get a depth of understanding of this delicious experience in this physical body. When a woman taps into this, she deeply connects to children. She deeply connects to her girlfriends. She deeply connects to her husband, to her wife, to her parents. And it gives other people permission to feel a depth of joy, of excitement, of this delicious experience of what it means to be embodied in a human, as a human, in this wild and crazy world. When you access your emotional field, you are tapping into deep levels of pleasure as well as pain. We cannot selectively numb an emotion. So when you do this, you get access to the full spectrum of expression. Now, just imagine this full spectrum of expression as I am speaking right now. Imagine what happens when a woman's heart goes, I can't feel this way. That spectrum of expression, that embodied experience of tasting life, of feeling it through each cell, of appreciating the breeze, the flowers, a song, someone's touch, food, that goes away. It becomes this path that you are walking that turns you into a disconnected, emotionally unavailable human. And this ripples out into society, into your families, through your generations. Women are potent leaders, and we lead not only with our mind, of course, we lead with our mind and our ideas, but the true leadership of a woman comes from her heart. And so you are that powerful that when you shut down your heart, that impacts many, many people around you. But when you open your heart, it does the same thing. It not only nourishes you, because let's just be real for a second, walking around with a shut down heart because you're afraid of pain because you've been heartbroken, it's actually really painful. You feel like a shell. It's really hard. This is the depression and the anxiety that women feel because we do not know how to actually come forth into life with a beautiful, big, open heart and feel safe while doing so. And this is where true mastery of your feminine heart and your connection to your emotional field comes in. Because we've been taught to be strong, but we haven't been taught what true feminine strength is, because there's a difference. And I'm going to go into that in the next video.